And all flesh, who has conquered Satan and vanquished death, and have gotten life to your world. Dear Lord, give rest to the souls of these your faithfully departed servants, in a peaceful, serene, luxuriant place in which all pain, sorrow, and sighing are absent. As a good and gracious God who loves mankind, you forgive all transgressions committed by them in word, deed, or thought, voluntarily through human frailty. There is no man living who does not sin. You alone are without sin. Your truth is truth in eternity, and your word alone reality. You are the resurrection, the life, and the repose of your departed servants of Christ our God. We render you glory together with the eternal Father, holy, gracious, and life-creating Spirit, now and ever and forever. Amen. And blessed repose, grant eternal rest, O Lord, to your departed servants. Make their memory to be eternal.
Thank you, Father. At this time, I'll ask to retire the colors, and I want to again thank the New York City Police Department, Ceremonial Color Guard, the Bayonne Fire Department Honor Guard, and the American Legion Color Guard. Thank you very much. It's now indeed my pleasure to introduce the first Deputy Permanent Representative of the Russian Federation to the United Nations, Mr. Peter Ilika.
Friends and colleagues, we gather today to honor victims of this devastating crash of Tupolev 154 that happened 2 weeks ago. We came together to commemorate 92 passengers, including members of world-famous Alexandrov Academic Ensemble of Song and Dance, a prominent humanitarian worker and charity activist, Dr. Lisa Glinka, teams of Russian TV channels, Первый, Zvezda, NTV, as well as the crew of the plane. Our thoughts and prayers are going to the families of the victims. The singers, the dancers, doctors, journalists, pilots and stewards live their lives to the purpose, especially the performers who used to cheer up huge audiences, but today we still silent in their memory. Today is the Orthodox Christmas Day. Christmas Day in every nation we share life, love, we exchange support, we praise each other, we treat each other as being one family. And it's very symbolic that today we gather to grieve, that teardrop of grief that is very dear to the American people for their loss of 9/11. On behalf of the permanent mission of the Russian Federation to the United Nations, I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you present here, to all of those who organized this event. It's helpful when you're grieving and you're not alone, your friends are around who offer their compassion, their heartwarming solidarity. We value very much your sympathy and your solidarity. It says that when words fail, music speaks. Arts and culture bring are meant to bring peace to people. So once again, I'm very grateful for Schiller Institute Chorus for what we've done, and for all of you who are present there. Thank you.
And thank you so much, Mr. Illichev. I'd now like to introduce the chairwoman of the 9/11 Families United for Justice Against Terror, Ms. Terry Strada.
Hello, thank you for having me. 15 years ago, I lost my husband, Tom, in a September 11th terrorist attack against our nation. Today, on behalf of everyone standing here and the American people, I would like to offer my sincere and heartfelt condolences for the sudden, tragic, and senseless death of your beloved Alexandrov Ensemble, your loved ones, and your fellow citizens. Rich in history and pride, the Alexandrov Ensemble bolstered the spirits of the deprived soldiers defending the Warsaw Pact, and under President Vladimir Putin continued that tradition of patriotic purpose. Their performances would provide a moral balance in difficult times, and on December 25th, they were traveling to Syria to lift the spirits of the Russian army during their time away from home. Everyone here knows your pain, how deep your sorrow goes, and the feeling that you may drown in your own tears. Grief like this is both physical and heartbreaking, and the road to healing is long and difficult. Allow yourself to mourn, to cry, and to be sad. Remember those you loved and lost. Remember the beautiful music they made and how it felt in your hearts when you heard their songs and the sound of their beautiful instruments. They were a gift from God, and they are gone too soon. I am standing here today to tell you and to show you. You will heal. You will never forget, but you will heal. And one day the pain you are feeling, this horrible pain, will subside. You will always miss them, and they will always be with you in spirit. Tragedies like this can bring a nation together. Today it is bringing two nations together. And I hope you find comfort in knowing we feel your pain and mourn your loss too. Russia wanted us, the American people, to have a memorial for the fallen heroes and the citizens lost and killed on 9/11 with a teardrop representing that the world cried with us. Thank you for your kindness and support. Today we offer you the same. Thank you.
And thank you, Ms. Strada. I'd now like to introduce from the training unit of the Bayonne Fire Department, Captain Don Heiber.
On behalf of the Bayonne Fire Department, the City of Bayonne, the State of New Jersey, and the United States of America, we wish to convey our deepest condolences to the people of Russia and the families that have been affected by this terrible tragedy. The loss of the members of the Alexandrov Ensemble, a gem of Russian culture, also known as the Red Army Chorus, will be felt worldwide. Being here at the Teardrop Memorial is fitting, since the creator of this monument was the Russian sculptor Zurab Tersatelli. In the darkness after 9/11, this monument helped to bring hope and light to the many people who visited here. It is now our turn to repay that kindness back to Russia. This small token of our sympathy hopefully will bring a touch of hope and light back to the Russian people. On a personal level, I am honored to be here today, as I was actually at Ground Zero working with my brother fireman for a few days. And may the peace and hope that I feel when I am here be conveyed back to your country. It is at times like this that we are neither Americans nor Russians, but we are human beings who feel loss and genuinely wish peace and happiness to one another. Our love and prayers are with you, and peace to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Heiber. As the captain mentioned, one of the reasons that we are here is not only is it the 9/11 memorial, but also we are commemorating those lost on Christmas Day. in that terrible plane crash. As a representative of the New York City Police Department, we too performed with the Russian choir at the 10th anniversary of 9/11 that was being held in Quebec City. And it was a wonderful performance that night. But as Mr. Ilyachev said, sometimes the words fail, but the music never fails. And even though we spoke two different languages, we spoke the universal language of music.